channel. Today I am doing my New Year's Eve guide to festivals and shows. I tried to get festive with the red lipstick. I literally never wear red lipstick. I probably haven't worn this in like a year and a half. I just thought it would be fun to get in the mood. It's actually October right now. I'm in fall mode and I actually live in LA, so it was like 90 degrees. My version of fall is burning these candles I have in the back that smell like pumpkins. To keep this video from being way too long, I'm not completely going into depth on all these festivals, but I am going over your basics so you can decide which festival is best for you after talking about lineups, prices, locations, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna try to power through these because I have, I think, 18 on the list. And I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. So that means each one has to be like a minute and it'll maybe be 20. So I need to shut up and get started. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified every single time I upload. I upload a ton of festival related content. Everything on my channel is all about festivals, vlogs, tips, advice, all that good stuff. So please subscribe if you want to see more of that, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to keep up with me on the daily. I'm bringing this video down into the different areas of the country. Some of these festivals are on New Year's Eve, some are the weekend before, some of them aren't even festivals at all, they're just New Year's Eve shows. First, I am going to start out with the South. So the first one is Lights All Night. This is held in Dallas, Texas. This is held at the Dallas Market Hall. It's actually the 10-year anniversary this year, which is exciting because they probably have fun stuff planned for that. 2-day tickets are going for $180 right now. You can also get 1-day tickets starting at $100. So this is a 2-day festival, and it's the Friday and Saturday before New Year's Eve, the 27th and 28th of December. We're starting off with a bang because this is one of my favorite lineups on this whole list. There's a part of me that was debating on whether or not I should go to this, even just for one night. The Friday headliners are Skrillex and Virtual Self, and the Saturday headliners are Bass Nectar and Louis the Child. Down on the bottom of the lineup, they even have Keizo, Liquid Stranger, Manila Killa, Said the Sky, San Holo, Subtronics. They have a whole rhythm section of the lineup, and they have a surprise guest. There's really nothing bad to say about this festival. From what I've heard, this is a really fun festival. I know Vibe with Aid is going to this festival, and I think she's selling tickets, so you should check out her YouTube channel or her Instagram if you want to get tickets for that. Hopefully I'm not sending you to a dead end, but check her out at the very least. Another pro of this festival is that they offer payment plans, and if I didn't already say, it's 18 plus. Alright, moving on to the next one, we have Era. Era is actually on New Year's Eve. This one is in Austin, Texas. It is again 18 plus. It's a costume party and the theme is Roaring 20s, which I think is super fun if you want to get super dressed up. I don't really know what to expect from this show because it is so fancy. This is a seismic event, and I know Aid talks a lot about seismic, so I feel like that makes it sound a little bit more reputable. I don't know any of the headliners or how to say their name, but I think it's Amy, Anna Moore, Kidnap, and Warwicks. GA tickets start at $50 and VIP are $80. Moving on to our first show, it is the STS9 New Year's Eve run. It's called 2020 Visions. This one is 4 nights, which is the most out of any of these festivals. It goes from Friday the 27th to Monday the 31st. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. There's 3 nights at the Tabernacle, and then the 30th is at a different location that's to be disclosed. This is really for those people that are fans of STS9. Like, if you don't already know about it, I'm assuming you're probably not gonna go. Unless you live in Georgia, going to a concert, in my opinion, is better than going to a bar for New Year's Eve where you're gonna spend just as much money. Up next, I'm gonna be talking about the festivals in the Northeast. I'm a little bit more familiar with these ones just because I am from Boston, so these are the ones that are close to home for me, and I know people that have gone to some of them or have been to the venues before because I lived in New York City for college. The first one is Highjinks, which I've actually been to. Last year was the inaugural year, and my friends and I decided to take a leap of faith and test it out even though it was the first year, and we were pleasantly surprised. Before I elaborate more on my thoughts on Highjinks, it is a 2-day festival. It is the 27th and the 28th, which is Friday and Saturday. It's in Philly at the Philadelphia Convention Center. It's 18 plus. They have payment plans. Right now, tickets are going for $200 for GA, and for VIP, they're starting at $300. The headliners are absolutely crazy. This is like the best lineup I've ever seen for such a small amount of people on the lineup. And that's exactly what I said last year, which is what made me and my friends want to go. Normally when a lineup's too good, I'm really skeptical. A lot of the festivals that I've gone to that have such a fire lineup are the festivals that I've had the least fun at. Are planned the worst logistics wise, don't bring the best crowd, but I have no complaints about Highjinks. And the lineup is literally just too good, so there's nothing to lose here. Bass Nectar and Excision are both going, which in my opinion are the two most legendary people in the bass community. We have Grizz, Porter Robinson, Subtronics, Skrillex, Zed's Dead, Big Wild, Closey. They have a ton of amazing bass music, slow, vibey music, like rhythm vibes. They have anything you could ever want in a lineup, in my opinion. If you want to see the rest of my thoughts in more detail and like tips and advice, I do have a video on my channel all about Highjinks, so definitely check that out if you're planning on going or are interested in it. Next we have another show, which is Above and Beyond New Year's Eve. This is one night, so it's actually on New Year's Eve. It's held in the Bronx at the New York Expo Center. It is in a 60,000 square foot warehouse. Similar to the convention center Highjinks is sold at, it's just in one big room. It just feels like a warehouse. Right now tickets are going for $90. This is a great option if you're in the New York City area, just because New York City is already so expensive, never mind New Year's Eve. This is not really my type of music, but from what I understand, Above and Beyond are like legends at the music that they make. Next up we have Hollow New York City, and this is something that a lot of my friends are going to, and I'm actually kind of jealous even though I don't listen to house music. It seems like a show you don't want to miss whether you're into the music or not. So this is at the same venue that the Above and Beyond show is at. It's at the New York Expo Center in the Bronx. Tickets went for $80, but all 3 nights are sold out. So these are 3 separate nights. It's not something where you have to go every day. It's really just like when someone sells something out and they keep adding dates. The same show, but the whole point of the Hollow shows and just Prids in general. Oh, did I mention? This is Eric Prid's show. And Prids has built a reputation that he'll never play the same set twice. From what I understand, he really is the best in his lane. So you can try to get tickets for resale on like StubHub or something like that if you really want to go. This is his first time doing the Holo shows in the USA, and it's gonna be the last. The shows are on the 27th, 28th, and 29th, so Friday through Sunday. It looks like they literally have holograms like floating in the sky. It seems unreal. I've never seen anything like it. I was kind of questioning why all my friends were wanting to go because not all of them are into house music, and then I saw literally one 30-second video and was like, oh, okay, I get it, now I want to go. Next we have another 4-night run, and this is at Madison Square Garden in Manhattan, New York City. So it goes from the 28th to the 31st, Friday to Monday. This one is an all ages event, and I know it's not really EDM, which is like a little bit off topic, but since a lot of people in the EDM world also enjoy jam bands, I just thought I would include it. They do this run at Madison Square Garden every year, and I know people that go and keep going back because they have so much fun. If you're a Fish fan, obviously you can't miss out. All 4 nights are already sold out, but again, there's always resale websites. The last show in the Northeast is Cascade New Year's Eve, again in New York City. This is one night on New Year's Eve. This one is actually 21 plus. Something weird I noticed about all of these that I never noticed before is that pretty much all of these shows are 18 plus, which is an amazing option for anyone that wants to go out or doesn't want to go to a party or maybe doesn't have plans. This is such an easy option if you want plans but you're not 21 yet. The reason this one is 21 plus is because it's an open bar, which is a huge selling point. Tickets are going for $170 right now. I believe they started at $100, so that means they are almost sold out, so get on this one before it sells out. Moving on to the Midwest. This one isn't all like the Midwest, it's just kind of like the center of the country. I try to get this all into one region. The first one is New Year's Eve 360, which is Bass Nectar's event. This is the one I'm going to. I've been to his New Year's Eve events for the last 2 years and can't imagine myself celebrating any other way. So again, this is actually on New Year's Eve. This is in Louisville, Kentucky. at the Freedom Center, which is an arena. Ooh, Freedom Hall. The really cool thing about this event is that it's called 360 because the stage is in the middle on the floor and the DJ booth spins in circles. Lasers and lights are all coming out of the Jumbotron, so the lasers aren't just sticking at one wall, it's going around the whole room. I don't always suggest Bass Nectar events for people that don't like Bass Nectar, but this is definitely an event I suggest going to whether you like him or not because it's such a unique experience. GA tickets are $100 and VIP tickets are starting at $220. This is what I mean by not really the Midwest, but the next one is Decadence, Colorado. This one is 2 nights on the 30th and 31st of December, so Sunday and Monday. This is at the Colorado Convention Center. So this is another warehouse type room. Again, this is 18 plus, and they offer single day passes if that's what you're interested in. And they have payment plans. GA tickets are going for $240 right now and VIP tickets are going for $340. This is another amazing lineup in my opinion, but anything that Bass Nectar is on, I'm partial to. So they have Bass Nectar, Boys Noise, Closey, Ganja White Night, Gigantic Nightmare, which I guess is a new thing. I didn't know that Big Gigantic and Nightmare did back-to-backs together. Jai Wolf, Mersive, Oliver Heldens, Chami and Mala, Tiesto. Like what? That's only day one. Don Diablo, Fisher, Graves, Louis the Child, San Holo, Slander, Steve Aoki, Zed's Dead. Like, okay. Actually, this is just as good as Highjinks almost. For me particularly, I like Highjinks a little bit better, but this one is up there right with it. I've heard great things about Decadence, Colorado, and I've also heard like iffy things about Decadence, Colorado. Like maybe the vibes I don't think are great. I can't really remember why, but I definitely haven't heard anything too bad where it should scare you away. Next we have Snowtaw New Year's Eve, and this is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's 2 nights again, the 30th and 31st. It's 18 plus. GA tickets go for $180 and VIP goes for $220. This is an interesting building. It's like kind of like an arena. It looks like a long like hallway or something that would have like a market inside of it. It's like similar to an arena, I guess. It's kind of a mix between an arena and a warehouse. So this lineup has Big Gigantic, Big Wild, Dion Timmer, Drolo, Ganja White Night, Jansen. What? I never even noticed that. They got their token rapper too, Juice WRLD, which is really good. Normally the token rapper on an EDM lineup isn't someone that big at the time, so that's really impressive. We have The Whittler, Zed's Dead, and Zomboy. This festival has payment plans. I really like this lineup. For me, I'm surprised to see a lineup this amazing in that area. If this lineup was even in Boston, I'd be freaking out. So I think this is an amazing option if you live in the area, and you'll definitely feel like it's New Year's Eve because it's gonna be cold. The last region is the Southwest. So the first show is Countdown New Year's Eve, and this is in San Bernardino, California. That's about an hour away from LA. It's held at the NOS Event Center, and this is where a lot of festivals in LA are held. This one is actually on New Year's Eve, so it's 1 night. This is an Insomniac event, which is always a bonus. They're just a very reputable event company. There's 4 stages at this event, so the other places where I've been mentioning that it's a festival, I'm not gonna say every single one, but in my experience and my knowledge, most New Year's Eve festivals are on only 1 stage because they have to be inside. But this one has 4 stages, and it probably has to do with the fact that it's not gonna be that cold, I'm sure. I think some of the stages are inside and some are outside. Again, this is 18 plus. Last year the tickets were $120 with fees. I read online after doing some research, but tickets are not on sale yet. There's no lineup out. Southern California can always pull a good lineup, so definitely keep an eye out for Countdown. Next up we have Decadence, Arizona, which is a satellite location of Decadence, Colorado. They are happening at the same time, the 30th and 31st, 2 nights, Sunday and Monday. This is at the Rawhide Event Center, and this is where a ton of festivals are held in Arizona, in the Phoenix area. It's 18 plus. They also have payment plans. Tickets are going for $190 right now, and the VIP passes are going for $370. It looks like these stages are indoors and outdoors too, so you have multiple stages to choose from. The luxury of being somewhere warm for New Year's Eve Eve. I would actually love to experience a warm New Year's Eve, but still won't be the year. They actually have a great lineup, and I know they had an amazing lineup last year too. They have Dylan Francis, Diplo, Fisher, Galantis, G. Jones, Grizztronics, Illenium, Joyride, Nora and Pure, Skrillex, Space Jesus, Chami and Mala, and Zed's Dead. We have a ton of repeat guests. So you can see all these all these artists that are trying to run around and get all that money during the holidays, which honestly makes it way easier to decide which festival to go to because so many of them are repeats. It makes it easier for you to just pick the one that's cheapest and closest and easiest for you. I do know that there was scandal revolving around Decadence Arizona last year. I think there was a crowding problem. I remember, again, Vibe with A talking about it last year. So that is something to be cautious because a lot of people were unhappy after leaving Decadence last year. Next we have OMFG New Year's Eve, and this one is in San Diego. This is on the 30th and 31st, so 2 nights, Sunday and Monday. This is held in Arena, 18 plus again. All of these, if I didn't mention, are 18 plus. This one is already sold out too, which I'm surprised about because I have not heard that much about this festival before. I don't know if I just live under a rock, but I didn't really know about this one until I did research. Tickets were going for around $150, so if you can find something close to that online, go for our resale website. The headliners are Rez, Slander, Virtual Self, and Keizo, which is an amazing lineup. I would not be mad about seeing any of those people. As for the undercard, they haven't announced all of them yet, but they have Peekaboo and Space Jesus. So there's a couple people on this lineup that haven't been mentioned in any of the other New Year's Eve lineups. So that is something to note. This is more of a unique festival. Alright guys, we're almost done. This video is so long. Next up we have Snow Globe. And this is honestly one that I have dreamed of going to for a minute, but this again is not the year. Now that I love Bay Sector, there's a lot of festivals that I'm going to be saying this is not the year for a long time until I feel some sort of satisfaction that I've seen enough sets. But yeah, I can't miss 360. I can't get myself to do it this year. This festival is 3 nights and it's at Lake Tahoe in California. So this is Saturday the 29th, Sunday the 30th, and Monday the 31st. This one is actually all ages. All the stages are outdoor and then there's 1 indoor stage. This one will be cold because it is in Northern California, so definitely be prepared for that, but it's a fun way of spicing up fun different outfits for the different weather. I think it's so fun to see what people wear to Snow Globe every year. Tickets right now are $200 for GA and $400 for VIP. So the countdown set is Skrillex. It looks like that is the only set that's going to be playing during the ball drop. They also have Fisher. Again, we have Gigantic Nightmare, Grizz, Louis the Child, Chami and Mala again, Closey, Caspo, A-Track, Drolo, Dombresky, Manic Focus, Blunts and Blondes. They just have a really well-rounded lineup in my opinion, and it's the one that is most like a true festival. Finally, we're getting to the end. Oh shoot, no we're not. There's a whole other region. I screwed up. Okay, this next one is the last one in Southern California, and this is Audiotistic SoCal. This is 1 night. It is the 28th, so that is Saturday. It's 18 plus. It's at the NAS Event Center again. Tickets are going for $55 right now for GA, and they do have payment plans as well. So this is good if you want to get in on the festival fun, but you already have New Year's Eve plans, or you don't want to take off any work. They have 2 different stages, which one is more of like a house stage and one is more of a bass stage. The impressive acts on here are 4B back-to-back Valentino Khan, Blank back-to-back Lick, Flostradamus, Getter, Nightmare, Chami back-to-back Mala, AC Slater, Anna Luneau back-to-back Wax Motif, Bijou, and so on. Alright, 2 more. Now we're really almost done. So for the Pacific Northwest, we have a couple options. The first one is Resolution. It is on New Year's Eve. It is 1 night. This one has not been announced yet, so there's no details, but keep an eye out for that if you are in Seattle. And then finally, our last one, we finally made it through. We have Dylan Francis New Year's Eve, and this one is in San Francisco. This is at the Fort Mason Center. It's right on the water, so I'm sure there's going to be amazing fireworks to look over to outside. This one is an open bar too, so it is 21 plus again. Tickets are going for $125 to $200, and this is put on by iHeart New Year's Eve. It looks like they have 1 headliner every year, and they throw this event in San Francisco every year. So that is it for my New Year's Eve guide to festivals and shows. So hopefully this gave you some ideas. If you're looking to travel, you have so many options. The world is in your hands, either across the country or in your area. If you're going to 360, I will see you there. If you're going to Highjinks, Lights All Night, or Snow Globe, I'm super jealous of you. If you want to see how 360 goes, I'll definitely be vlogging the whole thing. So again, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. That was such a mouthful, so I am just going to quit while I'm ahead. I will see you in my next video. Bye.